Okay, children, today we are discussing chapter 2, that is Introduction to Java. Okay, so today I'm able to use computer based document and all, but I cannot promise you always I will be able to use like this. Okay, so whatever materials are provided through this class, don't look at the materials, you just check the data provided in the class, that's all. Okay, so directly I'm going to the second chapter, and as I told, this is a quick revision. That means only the important topics will be covered. Okay, now what is Java? Java, yesterday we have already discussed. Java is initially, the first name, original name of Java is OAK, and it is a programming language as well as a platform. You can consider Java as a programming language and a platform. Programming language means and what is a platform? Platform means it's nothing, it's a combination of hardware and system software. Okay, platform means it is a combination of hardware as well as system software. System software means operating system, etc. So, Java is a programming language and a platform. The word platform is a combination of hardware as well as system software. System software means operating system and other softwares used in the system. Now coming to Java compilation, this is very important. Java compilation is very important. Java compilation is different from ordinary compilation. That means other programming languages also uses compilation, but that compilation, ordinary compilation, is different from that of Java compilation. In ordinary compilation, always the program that we write, that is known as source code, and this source code will be directly compiled into form machine code or object code. Okay, in other programs, in compilation process, what happens is the program that we write, which is called as source code, will be directly compiled into a native executable code or a machine code. But Java compilation is different. Java compilation take place in two processes or two phases. You can see here, see here Java compilation, this is called as the source code. Source code means the program that we type, that is called as source code. Source code will be converted into intermediate code. Source code will be converted into an intermediate machine code by compiler. Okay, here the role of Java compiler is to convert the source code into an intermediate machine code, and this intermediate machine code is called as Java bytecode. So Java bytecode is not the original machine code. Instead, it can be considered as an intermediate form, intermediate machine code. Okay, and this intermediate machine code or this Java bytecode is machine independent. Okay, this Java bytecode is machine independent. That means you can use the same Java bytecode in any other system. So it is machine independent, or you can say it is platform independent. Then this, as I told, Java bytecode is not the original machine code. So this should be converted into the original machine code by Java interpreter. Okay, so here Java programming uses both compiler as well as interpreter in the same method. Compiler converts the source code into an intermediate machine code called as Java bytecode, and interpreter converts the Java bytecode into the original machine code, which is also called as object code. Is it clear? Now, source code means the program that we type, that we programmers type, is called as source code. Java bytecode is an intermediate machine code which is formed as a result of compilation, and this intermediate machine code is machine independent or platform independent. This can be taken or copied into any other system, and then this is again converted or used by the interpreter, Java interpreter, and this Java interpreter converts this Java bytecode into the original object code or machine code. Is it okay? Now below I have written .java.class. The meaning is the program that you type, the program that you type will be saved with the extension .java. and after compilation this dot java will be converted into dot class. So if you are having a program with dot java, that means that is your original program, and after compilation it gets converted into java bytecode, and that extension will be dot class, and after that it will be converted into the original machine code, which can be an obj file or an exe file. Is it okay? So Java compilation is very, very important. Here you can expect a definition, that is, what do you mean by Java bytecode? Java bytecode means it is the intermediate code obtained as a result of Java compilation. Source code gets converted into an intermediate code when it is passed through the compiler, and this intermediate machine code is known as Java bytecode. Clear? Now, what do you mean by JVM? JVM is known as Java Virtual Machine. JVM, it is very simple. It is another name for Java interpreter. Okay, another name for Java interpreter is JVM, Java Virtual Machine. So here Java interpreter is used to convert the Java interpreter is used to convert a Java bytecode into machine code. Okay, Java interpreter is used to convert what? Java interpreter is used to convert Java bytecode into a machine code. Is it clear? It is used to convert a Java bytecode into machine code. So that interpreter is known as JVM or Java Virtual Machine. You can see so many definitions for JVM. The simple definition is this one. That is another name for Java interpreter. It converts Java bytecode into the original machine code, which is also known as object code. Clear? Now, next question that you can expect from this chapter is, what are the characteristics of Java? Though 5 points are covered in the syllabus, you need to write any 2. Okay, because the maximum weightage will be of 2 marks, so you need to write any 2 points from this. No need of explanation, just you can write the points. What are the characteristics of Java? It can be Vora. Vora means write once, run anywhere. You can write the program only one time. You need to write only once. It can be run, or it can be executed anywhere in any platform. Second point is, it is a lightweight code. That means using simple code, simple lines, you can do a big program. Security, it is very secure, safe. Platform independent. What makes Java platform independent? This Java bytecode makes Java a platform independent. And another point, it is an object oriented language. So 5 points are there. Please remember any 2 points from this, because the weightage will be 2 marks. No need of any explanation. Now the next question that you can expect is, what are the types of Java programs? Here also no need of explanation, only the names are to be written. There are 2 types of Java program. One is internet applets and the other one is standalone application. Internet applets means they are the small embedded piece of code that are placed inside web pages. You can see in web page and all, there will be a small piece of code which is kept inside, embedded inside. They are known as internet applets. Standalone application means you can consider this as a desktop application, just like our word processor or any other desktop applications. Okay, that is standalone application. And usually for standalone application, we use main function for execution. Okay, no need of going in detail. Just remember the points. 2 types of Java programs are internet applets and standalone application. Okay, and the last topic that is important in this chapter is comments in Java. Usually, actually there are 3 comments in Java, but mainly we need to stress upon these 2 comments, which are the comments in Java. So 3 comments are there. You need to stick on to the first 2. If you write third one also, no problem, but first 2 are important. First type of comment is single line comment. Don't simply write for the exam single line comments. What I have given here, the same way you have to write single line comment. And how is it represented in program? It starts with a double slash and dot represents, there you can write the statements. Single line comment which is written in one line, but it will be started with double slash. Then multi-line comment, write like this multi-line comment. It starts with slash star and it ends with star slash. Dots represents the letters or the statements that you write there. And the last one is documentation comment. It starts with slash double star and ends with star slash. Okay, it is used for documentation purposes. Now comments in Java, you need to remember the first 2. Okay. Two types. What do you mean by comment? What are comments? Comments are the statements which are written in the program only for readability. Okay, comments are written only for readability. It is ignored by the compiler. Compiler just ignores comments, but it is written in the program for our understanding and our readability. Okay, so these are the three types of comments. You can write down any two comments from this. Is it okay? So these are the important topics covered in the second chapter. Please stick on to the syllabus and study well. And I told you these are the important topics covered, and study well. All the best.